UN Global Compact on Migration. Objective 9. Strengthen the transnational response to smuggling of migrants. 25. We commit to intensify joint efforts to prevent and counter smuggling of migrants by strengthening capacities and international cooperation to prevent, investigate, prosecute, and penalize the smuggling of migrants in order to end the impunity of smuggling networks. We further commit to ensure that migrants shall not become liable to criminal prosecution for the fact of having been the object of smuggling, notwithstanding potential prosecution for other violations of national law. We also commit to identify smuggled migrants to protect their human rights, taking into consideration the special needs of women and children, and assisting in particular those migrants subject to smuggling under aggravating circumstances in accordance with international law. To realize this commitment, we will draw from the following actions. A. Promote ratification, accession and implementation of the Protocol against the smuggling of migrants by land, sea and air, supplementing the United Nations Convention against Transnational Organized Crime, in brackets UNTOC, end brackets. B. Use transnational, regional and bilateral mechanisms to share relevant information and intelligence on smuggling routes, modus operandi and financial transactions of smuggling networks, vulnerabilities faced by smuggled migrants, and other data to dismantle the smuggling networks and enhance joint responses. C. Develop gender-responsive and child-sensitive cooperation protocols along migration routes that outline step-by-step measures to adequately identify and assist smuggled migrants in accordance with international law, as well as to facilitate cross-border law enforcement and intelligence cooperation in order to prevent and counter smuggling of migrants, with the aim to end impunity for smugglers and prevent irregular migration, while ensuring that counter-smuggling measures are in full respect for human rights. D. Adopt legislative and other measures, as may be necessary, to establish the smuggling of migrants as a criminal offence, when committed intentionally and in order to obtain, directly or indirectly, a financial or other material benefit for the smuggler, and include enhanced penalties for smuggling of migrants under aggravating circumstances in accordance with international law. E. Design, review or amend relevant policies and procedures to distinguish between the crimes of smuggling of migrants and trafficking in persons by using the correct definitions and applying distinct responses to these separate crimes, while recognizing that smuggled migrants might also become victims of trafficking in persons, therefore requiring appropriate protection and assistance. F. Take measures to prevent the smuggling of migrants along the migration cycle in partnership with other states and relevant stakeholders, including by cooperating in the fields of development, public information, justice, as well as training and technical capacity building at national and local levels, paying special attention to geographic areas from where irregular migration systematically originates. This has been the end to the UN Global Compact on Migration. Objective 9. Strengthen the transnational response to smuggling of migrants. I wonder if this will be used against Mr. Soros, who constantly traffics people across the Mediterranean using his Open Society Foundation and barges. I wonder. Toodles for now.